Hello everyone, Gen.Drago here, and in today's video I am going to be talking about the new Resurgence update for Warhammer Total War 2, as well as my thoughts on the new campaign pack that they're working on. So, first off, we have the update. I'm a bit late with this video, but I wanted to have a look at it myself and see how things were. Well, the first thing, you got all the new elf stuff like the Shrine of Cain mechanic. I haven't actually got around to doing that myself, but yes, I've seen the AI use it and it seems fine. I mean, I don't really play as elves that much. It's nice that all the elves can get it, so that's dark elves, high elves, wood elves. It's always nice to have new buildings. Sword of Cain, yeah, that's all about Sword of Cain, that stuff. High elves again, 2 new technologies. Cool. I always like to see the technology trees and like, all of them. It's nice when they add stuff to them. Just when you're doing like large campaigns like in the Mortal Empires, you are not stuck just doing out for like 100 turns. I mean, apart from conquering land, it's nice to be able to research as well. It just gives it a little bit more depth, I think. Dwarfs now have giant slayers. Dwarf have now have forging. Oath of Vengeance, he's got 10 new landmark buildings, which is very nice. Don't care about achievements. No one cares about the Skaven Laboratory mode. That was such a stupid mode. Oh, it was only meant for YouTubers because CA wanted to. It was just a crappy apology for all the crap that they did. And it was just a crappy mode that other YouTubers used for like a week and then they stopped using it. Because it is just a stupid, shitty mode that no one uses. Sartosa has been added, which is very nice. That was missing. But it's nice to know that they're expanding the Mortal Empires map. Which is a very good sign, so hopefully we'll get more of Warhammer 2's map put in there over the year. Because I imagine whether they seem the same, we'll either get Warhammer 3 at the end of next year or about mid 2020, depending on if they fuck up Right League or not. Alpha Near has been moved to Nagaryth, which I think everyone should be aware of now. Noska, everyone was aware of all these new stuff that was getting, new monster hunts, new tech, new configuration dilemma. Okay, that's interesting. Like to see what that is. Moved Ulgrim over to where he should have started. That's fine. All that we've already looked at. General additions. Again, they're just rehashing stuff. We finally got our regiments of renown, as well as Norska. Yep, bugs and fixes. Which actually, say there's a fix the Beastman bug here. I think that's a bug. I mean, there's already a load more new bugs. Just quick glance and I don't see it, so Beastman still may be broken. That's more improvements and stuff. Yeah, more all this is rehashing a lot of stuff as them just fixing a lot of little bugs, and a lot of these even I didn't know existed because you don't really encounter them. Auto resolver improvements are okay. This is interesting. Artilleries are far less likely to be sniped, which is very nice. Kills should be more evenly distributed with an auto resolve calculation between small units. Oh yeah, but that's kind of true, but they still kill more than they really should have. Reduce advantage of superior factions in the auto resolve. What do you mean reduce advantage of superior factions? Was the auto resolve influenced by how strong our ranking was? I'm not sure what they mean by that. Because it should just be matched on the numbers of your units compared to their units, not to do with the faction. Fixed error to where melee lords could be assigned to ranged joiner. Okay, found an issue where you couldn't auto-resolve against books that gash rogue armies at sea if you weren't unable to draw. Okay, see, I wouldn't know about that because I've only just recently played as Toon King. I had the DLC since it was released, and I never liked the faction because they were just too OP at the time. It was just not fun playing as him. But with a few of the stuff they've done in here, I've recently started a campaign and playing as High Queen Kalita, is her name? Yeah, audio, don't really care. Unit balancing. Okay, this is the most important thing we like to talk about. Half impact of summoned units on balance bar. That's very nice. Adjusted rounds stats to match new rank 9 unit stats block correctly. Excuse me. Increased mass for most infantry lords and heroes. Pass on heavy cavalry mount entire entry mass. Bleh. Okay, Toon Kings. So this is what I've been playing. Double the healing amount of Realm Assaults. Yeah, it does seem to heal more, which may seem bad, but with the other updates that they've done from it evens it out. Yeah, got Archon. 2 Blades of Archon now summons a large unit of skeleton warriors instead of healing. Now gives plus 8 leadership, duration reduced from 20 to 15, etc. All the Sphinx are getting a nerf in this, which is very good. So also this applies to all things as well, like minus 15 armor, minus 292 health, and minus 8 charge. Chariot of the Gods, getting a bit of a little nerf on the melee attack and melee defense, and the AP damage are getting boosted up as well as infantry. All this is getting a big boost in damage, which is not the Chariot of the Gods' main problem. It already does a crap ton of damage, it's that it can't punch through a lot of people. That's what its main problem is. You just get stuck in a mass and you can get easily surrounded and focus it down. That's the real problem it has. It's not like it's not strong enough to do the damage, because it is. It's just like it can't be mobile as much as you would like a chariot to be mobile. But I just don't like chariots in general. So I said earlier, all the War Sphinx are getting blooped. Yep. Kalita's Serpent got some more mass. And then the Khemri War Sphinx getting its debuff as we discussed, as well as the Necro Sphinx getting a big debuff to defense, a little bit more in attack. And same with this one, Sphinx of Uzpak. Hero Titan, which it really did need a debuff because it was way too tanky. Chariots. This is multiplayer stuff. I don't care for multiplayer. Blessed Legion of Fuck. Getting a nice debuff. Yeah, the Toon Kings really did need debuff, and they came out way too strong as a race pack, but that's to be expected because they want you to buy their new products. They bring out like, oh, you can kick everyone's ass if you have this faction. It's understandable, but I'm glad they're now nerfing them because everything's getting a big armor decrease. And their knights are getting some more mass. Screaming Catapult. To be honest, with the new release of the Bone Giant, which is a lot of fun to use, Screaming Skull Catapults are practically useless now. There's really no need to go down that route to get one of those, because compared with the Shapsies of Great Bows and the Bone Giants, those are actually all you need, and they can defend themselves pretty well in melee. So you really don't need the Screaming Catapults or the stupid Casket of the Gods thing. You don't need them. Vampire counts. Hex Raves getting more health per entity, along with Can Raves. which, I guess that's alright. Nothing too big there. Direwolves are getting a big health and charge bonus, as well as dire packs. Oh, excuse me. Which is very nice, because they generally don't last long. So that's cool. And Terrorgeists are getting minus 100 health and charge bonus, which is good, because their Terrorgeists have always been a bit too strong. I mean, they could match up with zombie dragons, which they shouldn't be able to. So it's nice to see them get debuffed. Vampire Lords are getting a big boost, which I don't think they need at all. Everything the vampires are getting a nice stat boost is there, which is not the best. Krell is getting some bonuses against large and +5 knock interruption chance and 450 mass. Moved wind up time from Lord of Women Death. Okay. Rift Kings are getting a 14% boost. Well, not 14%, 14 bonus versus infantry. Chill guys getting some more health, just like their normal units, but some -2 melee defense. Varric Reveners, -3 defense. Roy Gold King, -32 health on the Terrorgeist. Not a great deal, but okay. 5-1 Karnstein, he's getting a big boost. Festering in the Dust, -2 defense. Stalkers. Yeah, Red Duke getting a boost. Didn't really think the Vampire Lords needed it, but okay. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Blood Knights, yeah, they just some more AP damage. I agree with that, and definitely more mass, because I think it's nice that they've added a lot more mass to a lot of the cavalry and monsters and certain lords that really need it. Let's talk about these Dark Elves. Okay, Death Hag, -15 military resistance, but +20 physical resistance. And there's no point. That's not a nerf, because it's just getting extra 5 resistance plus also resistance to be stabbed as well as being shot. And there's already strong Death Hags, and they're getting a crap ton of physical resistance, especially if you have one of those in Hellebron's army. I mean, I don't know how they didn't see Hellebron being broken as fuck on these, because she really is really strong. Do not want to take her on light-hearted. She's far more terrifying than, say, like Archeon or like pretty much any other lord. Do not want to fuck with her. Black Dragons mounts are all getting some melee buffs. Malekith getting a buff on his Cold One Chariot, which is quite redundant since like no one uses it. Sorcerers get Cold One and removed Primal Instinct. Excellent. I fucking hate Primal Instinct. It is the worst ability in the game, and it was just really a downer for the policies, man. It really made them not be able to compete very well against the other factions. The Assassins are getting more armor piercing for their melee damage. Cold One Dread Knights. Yep, they're really fun. Cold One Dread Knights, I do like using them. So that's nice. They're getting a discount. So are the Shades, but I don't use Shades. The only time I ever use Shades is when they're in a garrison army. Hydra Fire Breath now targets you in the center by default. That is right. It's all the fire breaths are just any kind of breath attack should just hit where there's the most mass, so it does maximum damage. But that's our edgy Dark Elves done there. Let's go on to my favourite faction, the Lizardmen. Oh, you poor buggers. How much have they destroyed you this time? Let's have a look, shall we? Krotgar on foot gets +600 mass, which is amazing. Because he should just be throwing everyone aside. He should even have more mass, to be fair. because he should not be able to take down by anyone, unless it's like a fuck off dragon. But that's great news. Horned ones plus 1 melee attack plus 100 mass. Again, they should be getting a lot more mass than that, and a hell of a lot more buffs, because I love the horned ones. They're my favorite looking unit, and they're so cool. But like my favorite cav, well, I'll say cav unit. My favorite cav unit, like best looking cav unit and stuff. But my favorite cav unit are the Demigryph Knights of Halberds, just because they're so goddamn useful, and they also got that really cool look factor to them. If cold ones were actually viable to use, then they would be my favorite cav. It's just that if you bring them to a field, they're going to run. You can try use them to attack the enemy backlines, but they're going to get shot, go in a frenzy and run into a spearman and die. No matter which variant of the gold ones you take, they're just going to die. So it's really quite pointless to take them, just because of that shitty primal ability. Which I'll just go on a little rant here, because I have a theory, well not a theory, I have a suggestion to make that a better idea. If you're going to treat lizardmen like these primal creatures that will go on in a frenzy, and give them some buffs when they do it, because I mean you can do it so like they have minus melee defense, but they get extra melee attack and weapon damage, as well as that your regular like source units they'll cause fear, and that your bigger units like Croxigors, your cold ones and your Carnosaurs, when they're going to feral, they'll cause terror, as well as having the other melee buffs I was telling about. So that's, you know, I wish they would do that, but they won't. They're just going to keep lizardmen as poop, as we see. So yeah, you've got two good things lizardmen. Now it's just shit on them. So let's begin. Crackdown Gremlin gets another feather, minus 412 health and minus 8 charge bonus. Yay. Saurus Oldblood of Castles, minus 396 health and minus, you're getting to see a pattern here, minus 8 charge bonus. Veterans, minus 376 health, minus 8 bonus. Feral Carnosaurs, minus 374 health, minus 8 bonus. What's the point of even having Crocgar anymore? You might as well fall the price and just go for a normal Saurus Oldblood. There's seriously no point in taking Crocgar anymore. Ooh, wow, you can bring them with these legendary items so you can shoot 2 shitty spells at people that miss most of the time. God, you're so cool, Crocgar. It's just that you just been nerfed to, like, there's no point in taking you in any kind of fight. That's why I use a mod that makes Crocgar awesome. It's not one of those OP mods that makes him so they can't be killed. It just it gives him an extra stat boost, like, so he is this terrifying leader of this lizardman army that you don't want to fuck with unless you have a big army on your beck and call. Just like I said before, but this game is really only surviving because of modders. So you guys who mod, you do amazing work, and you make this game so much more enjoyable and less painful for a lot of people. So thank you for that. Skink Priest Pteranons increase radiant projectiles hit points. Oh yay, now you can snipe my priest even easier than it was before now. Yay. Skink Chiefs, minus AP missile damage and minus base damage. Yay. And you can again snipe them a lot easier. Croxigors are the only unit they ever seem to buff, apart from cold ones, but they always put cold ones like it power up by like 1 stat. Croxigors definitely seems to be their favourite. I think because people don't take them because they will just go on a rampage and you'll lose them to like a halberd unit. I think there's a bit of a theme here, CA, where people don't really want to take these like cool like units because they're just going to die because of your shitty primal instinct function you put in the game. It kind of makes Lizardmen an obsolete faction, really. It's why you rarely see them online. Why I don't play online, because I would want to play Lizardmen a lot, and it's just not really viable to play Lizardmen, because you'll just get stomped. Saurus warriors, all of them are getting a 30 plus 30 mass, which is nice. Should be more, but I'm used to CA disappointing me when it comes to Lizardmen. Saurus Spearmen getting a plus 2 defense and mass, which is nice. Spearmen with shields also getting it. Why don't you just put all there as well instead of repeating it? You do really stupid stuff sometimes, yeah. And Temple guys are getting plus 20 mass. Shouldn't they be even more than the regular guys, since these guys are elite units? But anyway, let's go to the high elves. Princes, all of them, will fuck you from range. Yay. Sun dragons minus 100 cost. For like even mountains ones. Tyrion, plus you can now run faster and charge at you faster. Chariots, minus 1 collision attack max targets. Yeah, okay. So you see feeling this update that the elves are just getting buffed to crap. So you will buy the DLC because the high elves and the dark elves are really strong at the moment. Like I say, my Tomb Kings, very hard campaign I do at the moment. I am getting simultaneously attacked by Teclis and one of the elven colonies, and they both own like stupid amounts of lands and have armies coming out their ass. Like they outnumber me as the Tomb Kings, and it's a very difficult fight. I think sword. I don't know why, but for like sword masters of Hoth seem to be the perfect counter to Tomb Kings. They're just. I got one of my settlements got attacked. It was 40, as fully defended as possible you can get. It just got raped like 5 sword masters. They just killed all my shafting and all my archers. Everything just sliced through my garrison like it was nothing. It's crazy. Anyway, let's continue. Skaven, Plague Priest, Plague Furnace, minus 10 armor. Bell and Death are now deactivated on me. That's very good. Very, very good right there. Yeah, good job, good job. Deathglow Bombardiers, plus 1 explosive damage, plus 3 AP damage. 5 flowers. Yep. Plague God Catapult, slightly increased accuracy. I don't like that. Gut Runners get plus more missile damage, and as does Night Runners. Cool. Cool. Warriors of Chaos. Archeon gets more mass. His horse. Demon. Shapeshifting demon thing gets plus 2 run speed and plus 300 mass. Curse Lords get more leadership. Didn't really think that was an issue, but okay. Sorcerers, Manticores get a really nice buff, as well as the so the Lord version gets AP damage, and the Hero version. Oh, also the Hero version gets really buffed. Oh wow. Exalted Hero gets some more health and leadership, along with all their forms again. Damn. Chaos just getting spooky. Your hordes will now be very scary when they come and attack me. I'm kind of glad I completed my legendary playthrough with Krotgar before this update came out, because there was like 20 stacks of chaos that spawn would be very dangerous with this. The Dragon Ogres, Shakovs are getting a debuff, but the Ogres, the regular ones, are getting some more armor and health penalty. The Everwatch reduced collision high, increased projectile hitbox added hacking. Yes, you did need a bigger hitbox. So Foriel, the Everwatcher, still a really cool lord, but he like barely took damage. But now that'd be good if you shoot him. Murder Horseman plus 25 costs. They're just annoying. Hell cannons now use a fixed trigger corrected by homing improving. Oh my god. So they can blow you up easier. Greenskins, there's a lot here. War is now a map-wide ability that gives 26 melee attack plus 18% charge bonus and 24% speed for 30 seconds, which recharges in melee. Wazag added a war ability in multiplayer. Wazag's warpaint changed from 11% physical resistance to 6% physical resistance. Goblin Great Shaman added war ability. Yeah, okay, they just added wars. Grimgor got 500 mass and 3 melee defense. That's fine. Because he needs to be Grimgor needs to be that terrifying Black Orc that scares everyone. Skarsnik gets 1,300 mass. Ngobber has been eating a lot of stunties as of late. That's funny. I don't believe it should be that much. By no means, but yeah, that's just a little funny thing there. Orc Boys, E-Boys, getting +2 melee attack. Savage Orc Boys Biggins get +2 melee attack as well, but plus a 500 mass. And same with the regular Orc Boys for the Savages. Hammer of Gork gets -4 melee and -2 melee defense. Broken Tooth Maw -3 melee attack plus 3 melee defense and +2 leadership. Death Creepers -5 melee attack, -1 melee attack. Wait, what? Is that supposed to be defense there? That might be a typo. The Squigs getting -2 melee defense. The Marauders get -5 melee defense, but -5 melee attack, -1 melee defense, and +1 leadership. Moonhowlers -3 melee attack, +1 melee defense, and the cost less. The Robbers get +3 melee defense. The 8-Peak Loonies -4 melee attack, +1 melee defense, and the Rusty Arrows get -4 melee attack. As well as Warlord Boys. Sweating. It's really hot here at the moment. -2 melee defense, +4 leadership. Cruisers and Killers get +2 leadership. Them and Queen -4 melee attack, +1 melee defense. There's a bit of a running theme for the Greenskins. Slightly increased accuracy. Cool. Wood Elves. Forest Stalker, Forest melee defense modifier change from 20% to 15%. Ancient Treeman -432. Semu Defu. Orion +15 bonus versus large. +134 AP missile damage, +30 missile damage. Deadly. Wild Riders -100 mass. Sisters of the Fawn -2 uses on Shield of Thorns, -1 use on Curse of, and whatever that says. Beastman Kazarak +650 mass. Dark Maul now always affects wizards within a 40-meter radius rather than relying on them to be casting. Debuff change from -18 armor and -18 armor and -9 melee defense. Kazarak on his chariot gets Vanguard deployment +2 melee attack, +40 AP damage, -1 collision, +10 melee defense, and +/-0.2 melee attack interval. Beast Lords, exact same thing, except for AP damage. Shaman, they get less collision and attack intervals. Minotaurs, all +2 charge bonus. Scary. It's very scary. Minotaurs are the scariest thing about the Beastmen. Feral Manticores, they're getting a big boost. Dispatch all Manticores. Centaurs, -50 mass. And the Cygors get increased accuracy here. The Empire. Massive Gelt he can now hide in forests. Because he couldn't do that before. On his horses for some reason. But now he can. Yay. Empire Wizards. Change type of item to new scroll of bless item. Plus 5 leadership. On Taurus. On Boris Todbrigger. All. Oh, that's on all of his mounts as well. And it gets plus 5 armor. Carl Franz. Plus 3 melee defense. Witch Hunter added immune to psychology, added magical attacks, reduced missile penetration. Execution now has 3 max uses. Empire Captain, an Empire General, Barded Warhorse, plus 5 armor. Warrior Priests, all of them get plus 5 armor and plus 100 cost. Fire Knights 50 mass along with the Right Guards. So Blazing Sun also get 50 mass. Crossbows and handgunners both get plus AP. Crossbows get minus 1 on the basics, but handgunners get plus 1. Great Cannon slightly increased accuracy, which is nice because I never myself really used the Great Cannons because they wasn't that good, but having increased accuracy would be very nice. Steam tanks plus 1537 health, minus 5 melee attack, but plus 15 bonus versus infantry. That's very nice. So now the Empire can stand up to all these monsters and stuff a lot more. They did a lot of shit to Luminax. They debuffed them quite a lot, but they did minus 400 in cost, and the aura protection now gets offset ward percent save in 40 meter radius and deactivates when available magic power is below 15. Okay. Hammer for the Witches, plus 4, minus, sorry, not plus. Melee attack, minus 2 melee defense. Minus 100 cost, slightly increased accuracy. Some makers also get the same debuffs, but they're minus 150 cost. And they also get slightly, these are slightly reduced accuracy projectiles. Projectiles now 70% AP damage, explosive damage is now 70%. Armor piercing, minus 20 explosion basic, plus 25 explosion AP damage, plus 1 detonation radius. Okay. Hellstorm rocket battery is my favourite artillery piece in the game. Minus 150 cost, projectiles. Again, now 70% armor damage, minus 20 basic damage, plus 25 armor piercing, plus 1 detonation radius. Hell Blaster polygons, minus 100 cost, plus 6 armor piercing missile damage, plus 4 missile damage. Royal Aldolf Griffiths, minus 4 melee attack, no, plus 3 melee defense. Not cool, bro. More Rights Guard getting minus 2 charge bonus, minus 3 melee attack, plus 3 melee defense, plus 2 leadership. Sigmar Sons, minus 2 melee defense, minus 50 cost. Silver Bullets, minus 2 melee defense, plus 1 basic military missile damage, not military. Sterling's Revenge, minus 4 melee attacks, minus 25 health cost. Pistoliers, minus 10 range, increased accuracy. Right, so on to the dwarfs. We already know about this. We know about this as well. Grumbindle gets plus 2 melee defense. Tweetstorf, character item choices for multiplayer. So say I don't care about multiplayer. Ruin Lord, Anvil of Power, plus 150 cost, added locus of power abilities to be automatic. Cool. Master Engineer, improved accuracy, increased range by 35, increased projectile mass and velocity. That's good because they was quite useless, to be frank, the engineers. There's really no point in bringing one in the army. Grumbling Guard, charge defense versus large, minus 2 charge bonus. Again, not really there for the dwarfs because dwarfs, you don't really want to charge him with dwarfs. -2 melee attack, +2 melee attack, -1 melee defense, -40 mass, which is good because they increased the mass on dwarves on the last update way too much. Longbeards get -40 mass. Goblobber, -2 melee attack, +4 melee defense, slightly increased accuracy. Slightly increased accuracy for the Grudge Thrower. Dragonback Slayers, -2 charge bonus, -5 melee attack, +12 melee defense. Miners, -2 melee defense. Ironbreakers, -20 mass. And then only Ironbreakers, -4 melee attack, +4 melee defense, -1 leadership, -20 mass. Skulder Guard, -3 defense. Peak Gate Guard, -4 charge bonus, -2 melee bonus, -50 cost. Raiders, -3 attack, +3 melee defense, +6 leadership. Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, -3 melee attack, but +3 melee defense. Skyhammer, -1 defense, increase leader accuracy. Click there. Gyro Bombers increased the accuracy as well. The Bugs and Rangers, -20 mass. Overall, that's pretty good for the dwarfs because they're still like one of the strongest factions in the game. Maybe with little tweaks they've done, the orcs might be able to not get wiped out before turn 20. Who knows? I haven't, since that moment, I've really just been doing the Vortex campaign, so I haven't done a new Mortal Empires campaign yet with all these new changes, so you might be seeing greenskins. You still want to see lizardmen. Until the lizardmen get their DLC, you probably will never see them unless you play as them. Or play as Squawk or Queek, and then you'll promptly murder them quite quickly. Well, or Marathi, because Marathi can interact with Master Monday if you go down south quickly enough. I did, you can kill him before either the New World Colony or the Orcs kill him. So yeah. Bretonia. All non-flying knights +50 mass. Woo! Albrecht Spirit of the Tempest is now an uncommon ability. Okay. All you charge civilian items in your scroll of assault. Okay. Pegasus Knights and Royal Pegasus Knights reduce unit spacing distance, allow more men to connect with their charge. That's very nice. Questing Knights +5 melee, +5 charge bonus. Melee was not even on there. -100 cost. Battle Pilgrims +1 health per entity. Foot Squires +1 health per entity. Grill Reclusion -866 health, -100 cost. Knights of the Realm -50 cost. Paladins get +5 armor when they're on the horses. Green Knight +600 mass. Blessed Field Traversy, 16 explosion AP, -10 basic, +1 explosion radius, slightly improved accuracy, and improved accuracy of that one. That's fine. Bretonia needs all the help you can get. And then, I'm not going to go through all these abilities because I'm dying now. I forgot how taxing these videos can be. Known issues. They have recently fixed that Hellbrand Broken Sword ability, so that's pretty sweet. And again, modders can now have some fun with the DLC. And some modders have brought up some what's his name? I think it's Black Rabbit, the modder. He's brought up some really nice reskins for the DLC, so you should definitely check them out. So, because CA is not the best when it comes to modeling, but they do try, which is nice. It's just, thankfully, modders can improve on it, and quite nicely I add, because some of the reskins you can find on the mod section is amazing. Really brings the game more to life. But it's fine in CA not being all that important because this is a strategy game after all. and you are going to look at the army from a bird's eye view, try and get the best tactical advantage you can find, and not really focus too much on the individual models, unless you're watching a repeat. A replay, not repeat, a replay of the battle you just did. So that's the that's all the new updates. Which they've done some nice stuff in there, and then there's some stuff I'm not really happy with, but overall I'm really enjoying the Queen and Blades. You see, I mean, I've been playing a bit of Hellbrand, and when all the modders have finally got updating all of the mods, I would like to do an Everqueen playthrough. I'm very hard and record that, because what I've seen, I'm watching it on YouTube, of course, of all the YouTubers, and what I've seen is like they all play as Hellbrand and Leafanar, because those guys are OP and super easy. It's really not that challenging at all, and I do like to play as the underdogs. I do like to have a bit of a tough struggle, and I don't think I've seen one YouTuber do. I mean, I've seen there's a few of them that I've tried to do an Everqueen Let's Play. I know Lawmaster Circle Tech did, but he died. He got destroyed. And I think a few others are trying it, but they're not gotten too far. So I think that'd be really, and everyone's seen every bit, so I thought it'd be quite interesting to do with mods and see how I fare compared to everyone else. And plus, I really like to use this new Hyles units, Sisters of Avalon. That's the one I was looking for. Completely forgot the name, which would be very nice. So now, since I've gone through all the update and everything, I will now talk about the new campaign pack that they've announced that they're working on, which is really freaking cool. Because I'd love to get more races and more races and units in. Because they did say a campaign pack is a fully fledged new faction, like the Tomb Kings. There was a campaign pack for legendary lords, nearly all the unit roster that is in the army books, and there's already been a few people speculating of what it could be, and out of everything, it does sound like the most common thing, that the highest possible answer it can be is the Southern Realms faction, which there's a lot of support for, because they just added in Sartosa. So they'll add in Legendary Lord for Stalia, one for Talia, one for Border Princes, and then one for Sartosa. And then there's also the added in of the Norska having technology exclusive to do with Talia. That's also a big red flag that people are catching on. And just other things like that because they're both in the Vortex and Mortal Empires. I mean, it's all going to have to do with the Vortex, because that's a Warhammer 2, and it's Warhammer 2 DLC. And people have been wanting Southern Realms, and it'll be really easy for them to do, because they've got they can find the Legendary Lords very easily. They have the base units from the Empire. They can change them up, change how they look slightly, maybe tweak a few of them, so there's a few different units in there. And then all their regiments of renown will just be the Dogs of War, which everyone keeps hanging about. But that's all. But they'll just do them as regiments of renown, because I doubt they'll do a whole faction about Dogs of War, because they're just mercenaries, and they'll make a really interesting lineup for the regiments. So that's the most likely situation, and the CA have been following a pattern. Like every time they get data mined or something, they always follow that data mine pattern. They don't try and switch it up or anything. So they've been very predictable in what they're bringing out, and that seems like it's going to be the case. But I do have another running contender, which, CA, if you do what I'm about to suggest, and what I think you may be doing, I will forgive everything you have done so far. All the fuck-ups you have done to Warhammer 2, all the shitting you have done on the Lizardmen, all the prattling about you've done to your customers. I will forgive it all if you're bringing in the Amazons. Because I'll give you a reason why I think they might be doing the Amazon. I mean, I'll start with the evidence of the bringing it, where they brought in Sartosa, because so they're showing that they can just add to the map if they want to. So they could easily add the islands to the north of the Lustria jungle, where the Amazons inhabit. So they could easily bring in those islands and put a few cities on there. And they might just be putting all this Sartosa and the Talia and all that sort of stuff in there as a red herring, because they might be sick of being data mined and everyone figuring out how things are going to go. So they might just be put in there to distract people, and then just bring in the Amazons like they did with Norska, because the Norskas again didn't have any like lords or fully flushed out faction, and they made it, and it is brilliant. It's a brilliant faction. Everyone loves Norska, so they could easily do that with Amazons and prove a very unique experience. And another bit of evidence that I think works in my little theory here is that the Lizardmen were supposed to get their third legendary lord, their free lord, but then they got rid of that and give the Eye Elves their fourth lord. And why would you do that? I mean, yes, it could help to boost the sales of the Queen and Crown DLC, or it could be that they wanted to make room for 4 new legendary lords in Lustria. Because Lustria is very bare right now. All you have is Skulk. He is the only lord that starts off in the jungles of Lustria. And he's not a Lizardman. He's a stupid Skaven. And the Lizardmen would have an ally in the Amazons. Which I hope so anyways. I mean, you could just kill the Lizardmen, but I feel like the AI, they would have something to help them survive. Because at the moment, as I said before, you rarely see Lizardmen. They're like non-existent basically, because they just get butt fucked by everything. So it'd be nice for them to have some help. It'd be also cool to have a female only race, because you got and you've got all these other factions that are basically all men, like the Empire, not a single woman in there. I mean, apart from Kislev, there was a faction leader. He's actually a male in villain. I'm just using mods, which puts the Queen as the current faction leader. But I have a little theory in Kislev, which I'll get to as well, just to end this off with. But yeah, I really hope it is Amazons, because I just think that would be a really cool faction. Nice to have an all-female faction, as well as someone to help out the Lizardmen. And the way they're just like been ignoring the Lizardmen, just to me just brings up some flags that they might be trying to put in something new in Lustria, which I really hope so. But more than likely, with the way they've been going, it'll be Southern Realms. But I really do hope it's Amazons. And then I will end this video with a little thought on Kislev. I mean, people always climb about Kislev. It won't be Kislev, because that's not to do with Warhammer 2. But I do believe they will introduce Kislev as a pre-order to Warhammer 3, like they did with Norska. Like, just bring it out at the end of Warhammer 2 and be like, pre-order Warhammer 3, you can get Kislev for free. Because if you noticed, their pre-order for Warhammer 1 was the Rise of Chaos, which started in the north. Pre-order for Warhammer 2 was Norska, who also started off in the north. And Kislev also starts off in the north. So I think that's when you're going to get Kislev. Because, as I said, CS seems to be like to follow a certain pattern. But I hope you guys enjoyed this massive rant I've been going. This video probably be stupidly long, didn't take me like all day to process it, but Oh well, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on do some more videos and see you there. Bye guys.